U.S. strengthens its military presence in Middle East. What we know so far. As tensions continue to grow in the Middle East, the U.S. has decided to strengthen its military capabilities throughout the region. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd J. Austin has spoken with Israeli Minister of Defense Yoav Gallant and reiterated the U.S. commitment to take every possible step to defend Israel. The statement from the Pentagon follows Iran recently vowing retaliation against Israel, which is widely believed to be responsible for the killing of Hamas political chief Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran last month. USS Dwight D Eisenhower heads home after twice extended Red Sea deployment. Operation Kipion. What is the Royal Navy's mission in the Middle East? UK and US military capability close to Lebanon. What we know about it so far. Currently, the UK is in the process of deploying military personnel to the region following the UK government's call for all British nationals to leave Lebanon as a response to the tensions. The Biden administration has increasingly come under fire for its support of Israel, with rising reports of Israeli strikes continuing across the Gaza Strip. Israel has attacked several shelters in Gaza in the past few weeks, including a school building sheltering displaced Palestinians, which an Israeli military spokesman said served as an active Hamas and Islamic Jihad military facility. The latest U.S. Defense Secretary's statement has, however, reaffirmed they remain resolved in their support for their allies and seek a ceasefire. Here is what we know following the latest U.S. statement about its military capability being deployed to the Middle East. Mr. Austin has ordered the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group, equipped with F-35C fighters, which had been in the Indo-Pacific, to accelerate its transit to the Central Command Area of Responsibility. This will add to the capabilities already provided by the USS Theodore Roosevelt Carrier Strike Group, which had been scheduled to head home, to be replaced by the Abraham Lincoln. The F-35 fighter jet is a powerful force multiplier, with advanced sensors and communication suites operating close to the battlefield and from an elevated position, significantly enhancing a force's capabilities. The F-35C carrier variant combines lessons learned from previous aircraft with technology to produce a fighter that looks to retain its stealthy advantage with minimal low observable maintenance. Additionally, the U.S. Secretary has ordered the USS Georgia, SSGN 729, guided missile submarine to the U.S. Central Command region. Rarely does the U.S. Navy reveal the location of its submarines. The approximately 18,750-ton submarine USS Georgia recently finished a series of training events with U.S. Marines, which included conducting dive operations. According to the U.S. Navy, she has a submerged speed of 20+ knots, 23+ mph, 36.8+ kph. U.S. Navy and Italian Navy conduct first Indo-Pacific multi-large deck event. The Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group and the Cavour Carrier Strike Group concluded the first ever bilateral multi-large deck event, MLDE, held in the Indo-Pacific by the U.S. Navy and Italian Navy, August 9. MLDE provides the ships and aircrafts of the two naval forces, consisting of more than 7,500 U.S. and Italian sailors and Marines, an opportunity to engage in joint operations including enhanced maritime communications operations, air warfare operations and cross-deck flight operations to strengthen maritime integrated at-sea operations and combat readiness. This was a great opportunity to operate with our close NATO ally, Italy, in the Indo-Pacific. Our efforts are critical in ensuring a free and open Indo-Pacific region, said Rear Admiral Adon Cruz, Commander, Carrier Strike Group, CSG-3. Interoperability does not just happen. It is practiced and heard across our teams to build the relationships and connections necessary to successfully conduct an MLDE. During the event, Admiral Cruz hosted Rear Admiral Giancarlo Sciappini, Commander, Cavour Carrier Strike Group, aboard USS Abraham Lincoln, CBN-72, flagship of CSG-3, for a visit focused on building interoperability. The activity with CSG-3 at sea is an excellent opportunity to enhance our capabilities in multi-carrier operations, demonstrating the interoperability of the NATO alliance worldwide, strengthening our ability to work together and improving our common resilience, said Shapina, commander, Kavor Carrier Strike Group. Conducting this type of activity is one of the strategic objectives of our operational deployment, ensuring security at sea and promoting economic prosperity through a free and open Indo-Pacific. Participating ships in the MLDE included Nimitz-class aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln, CVN-72, Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers USS Spruance, DDG-111, and USS Frank E. Peterson, Jr. DDG-121, Italian aircraft carrier its Cavour and Italian frigate its Alpino, F594. Participating aircraft included MH-60S and MH-60R Seahawks, F, A-18E and F Super Hornets, E, A-18G Growlers, F-35C Lightning II, and E-2D Hawkeye, all assigned to carrier Air Wing 9, and Italian F-35B Lightning II assigned to Cavour Carrier Strike Group. Prior to the commencement of the MLDE, Cruz and Shapina conducted a conditions check via virtual teleconference to ensure all participants were ready in the evening, August 8. The exercise started with liaison officers transferring around the strike group to ensure communication flow across the vessels and visit with crews. Following the liaison officer exchange, the ships coordinated flight operations and ship maneuvers to practice coordinated operations, August 9. I wish to truly thank Admiral Cruz and all of the CSG-3 crews for the outstanding professionalism they showed us and for their willingness and commitment in putting our forces together in such an effective and profitable cooperation, concluded Shapina. Coordinated maritime engagements and operations are part of the U.S. Navy's routine presence in the Indo-Pacific. U.S. Naval Forces, with our network of partners and alliances, are indispensable to ensuring maritime security and the flow of unimpeded legal commerce in the region. It is an honor to work with our NATO allies in the Indo-Pacific, said Cruz. I am grateful to Rear Admiral Shapina and his entire crew for the superb professionalism and coordination in bringing this event to life. The last time CSG-3 participated in an MLDE dates back to January 2022 in the South China Sea with the Carl Vinson Strike Group, but this marks the first MLDE with the Italian Navy in the Indo-Pacific. CSG-3 is deployed to the Indo-Pacific to maintain regional security and stability, keep sea lanes open, and to train to increase combined readiness. Along with our network of allies and partners, U.S. naval forces are indispensable to ensuring freedom of navigation and overflight, and unimpeded legal commerce.